Batman Bad Blood, you know.
Were you?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, because you know what we're going to be discussing? We're going to be discussing Batman versus Superman.
Batman is Superman.
Dawn of Justice. And listen, it was more like a shoe-in of justice because they just shoot all those characters in this movie. I didn't understand that.
Well, like I said before, I genuinely like this movie like the filthy casual I am.
Sick.
I know a lot of people are going to be like, hey, it's a shitty movie, your opinion's stupid.
Your opinion pretty much doesn't matter.
No, back to what you said, the reason why the movie to me was just really, really confusing is because they decided to put like 5 different comic book storylines in one movie.
Yeah. Predominantly The Dark Knight Returns. For those that don't know The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller created it in the 1980s and is the quintessential Batman story.
Yeah.
Batman's are roughly about 50 years old in that story, and he comes back out of retirement due to the Joker. Yeah. They didn't really obviously follow that because the whole Joker's not in this movie.
Yeah, he's in Suicide Squad right now.
They did take a lot of pieces from it, and they did a great job. I mean, Ben Affleck is, in my mind, the best Batman I've ever seen on camera.
Right. Going back to our last episode that we did produce, which basically you said that. Obviously, you've been an advocate for him for a long time.
Well, 2 years now, I think. Yeah.
I said that I can't judge him unless I see him on screen. I saw him on screen. I think he's an amazing Batman / Bruce Wayne.
Definitely
Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Was this character the most developed character in this movie? I think it's safe to say so.
Yeah. I mean, because we talked before about you don't liking Lex because he's one-dimensional.
Yeah, he's very
I like him. I like the looniness.
I do too, but we didn't ask for a Joker. We asked for a Lex Luthor, and we didn't get a Lex Luthor. We got some like childish, weird, demented thing. Look, there's the rumors going around that he was originally supposed to play the Riddler, and the reason they were like, oh, play Lex. He was like, but I'm not changing the character because I'm already set in stone with this character as the Riddler. So you're gonna have to write it as that, and I don't believe that's the rumor, but watching it, you could kind of see where it goes from there.
Is Jesse Eisenberg a method actor?
I don't know, but it seems so because he went full on this, but I think he went the wrong way. Again, I wanted this stronger character who could actually
Well, you wanted the typical Lex Luthor who was who eventually becomes president of the United States. That's who you
pretty
wanted.
much.
Yeah.
But I am a hypocrite because I'm also against the whole atypical Superman.
Oh,
I do love the current Man of Steel-esque type Superman.
Yeah.
But
So there was I wanted Flash being in the movie twice. If you didn't notice that the first time, you have to like really check in. And the part where Batman starts killing people, which is a dream.
Yeah, guys, that's a dream.
That's a dream. That did not happen.
He kills people in the other parts of the movie.
Well, I mean,
but not in Russia. Or
because that was a dream or a future-esque thing where it's Injustice. So if you guys don't know what the Injustice storyline is, it's a great video game. It's a fighting game. You should really play it. I highly recommend that.
Yeah, it's a great comic series.
That's another shoe-in for that storyline where Superman becomes crazy and kills everybody.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And also in that storyline, Joker's kind of seen as the nicer guy.
Yeah.
Because in the other world he's evil, and in this world he's nicer. It's really good.
Yeah, it's just.
So let's actually talk about the shoe-in that is the Justice League characters. Wonder Woman wasn't that shoot-in as much as I thought at first.
Right, so I wanted to bring that up. I like the fact the way they portrayed Wonder Woman in this movie. It was just enough.
I liked it more the second time watching it. Yes.
It was just enough so that you know who she is and what she's about, but not enough to throw her in our faces to justify a fact that it was Batman versus Superman and Wonder Woman movie. It was just
pretty much. Yeah.
It was good.
Aquaman. I think all he basically had to do was go hello camera, and then that's basically all he did.
And then he shoot out like a shooting star.
First of all, didn't it look like he was kind of going towards the camera?
Yeah,
in a weird way.
Yeah, that was so weird. He was just
God. Yeah, it was such this bizarre.
I wanted him to blow up the camera.
He did at the end, kind of.
Yeah, but it was so stupid. He was like, "Oh, that's a camera." Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it was ridiculous. And let's not even talk about Cyborg.
Oh, wow.
Can we just not?
I like the fact that they showed him, but the fact that they showed him like that, he was like, and then, no. Like, bro, you didn't even put anything on him to make him justify that. It was
his dad, I mean, it's cool that his dad was there, just like in the original way that they did it, but I just think him being there. Where did it happen? How did that happen? When did it happen?
Well, we're gonna find out after Justice League.
Yeah, after Justice League. Once he's already on the team, just so annoying. I'm so annoyed by that. Anyway, I would love to just. Oh yeah.
Well, I wanted to say is how is Lex Luthor the greatest detective in the world, and when you have Batman in the same movie,
right? I mean, that scene on top of the helicopter pad, basically saying that, I sent Superman. Batman. All the your family was killed, and all these like fake checks and stuff. Like, how does he get the ability to do any of that stuff? I don't know. This movie's a joke. Can we talk about the script for a second?
Oh, well, sure. I want to say something. I hated the fact that there was Bruce Wayne in the beginning with the Death Alley scene. Like, we've seen it a million times. You know how much I
loved how they did it, though.
All right. Yeah. But the fact that little Bruce was floating in the air, and you think it's so real.
Okay, a part of me wants to forget that happened because I'm totally okay with it now. Not really, actually. I'm lying to myself. I just want to accept the fact that was a thing that happened, and I'm cool with it. But I'm really not, actually. You're right. You're totally right.
Yeah. What made me make sure that it was a whole dream sequence is because he says it in his dialogue. It was like a little dialogue.
I think that's why they did it, because I think people really would have been really pissed off if that wasn't a dream sequence, and they did make him actually do the whole spinning up into the back onto land. I don't know. Thoughts on Doomsday? Do you think he was rushed?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit.
Did they need to use him in this movie?
No, but that was the only factor to bring them together at the end of the film. That was the only thing.
Oh, guys. Oh, God. Listen, the whole movie, you know, Batman has a full motive. You get his motive.
Yeah.
Superman, don't get his motive. Lex Luthor, don't get his. I personally don't see his full motives. Okay, I don't.
Yeah,
if you do, then tell me.
The way I see it is just that the fact that Lex is one of those guys who is just a normal person who doesn't like the fact that there's a God or Jesus Christ figure that is the beacon of light in the darkness, and he wants to make sure that he's in check.
Just
in case.
That's true. I guess that explains the whole, the portrait scene that they kept showing. Okay, maybe I can, but still, for Superman, I don't get it. The whole time in this movie, they're making you believe that the biggest catastrophe that had happened was in Africa, and not what had happened in Metropolis.
Yeah, I never understood that.
The whole ending of Man of Steel was to show, wow, all these people died. Now all of a sudden, it's, people died, but the thing in Africa, though. But no.
What did he do in Africa?
I still can't remember. I've seen it twice already. Don't even know.
They keep saying like, he killed all these people in Africa.
They didn't even show it.
But like, all you saw was him pushing the guy through 3 buildings, like three houses essentially.
Buildings,
and that's it.
Yeah.
And then they go, well, you see, Superman, you killed all these families.
And that woman comes all the way from Africa to the United States to talk at a Senate hearing. Which to me doesn't even, I don't know, it doesn't show us anything else than that.
The continuity in this script is just ridiculous.
It's all over the place, it jumps around. My biggest issue, though, with the movie, and I've seen other people review this, and they said the same thing. There are moments in the movie, just like what we just spoke about, like, I didn't know about Lex's motives, but you just told me, like, and now I agree with you that maybe that's his possible motive. The only part in this movie that has no explanation is how does Superman not know about Batman?
Yeah.
He's literally across the river.
Which I hate the fact that Gotham City's across the river.
That is kind of annoying, but it's easier for them.
Yeah.
It was easier for them.
Yeah.
That I don't have a problem with. I have a problem with is, since that's the case, how does he not know about Batman?
Who's been doing this for, 20 years
15, 20 years, something like that?
20 years.
It is ridiculous.
That just makes no sense at all because of the fact that, alright, Clark Kent at the end of Man of Steel is supposedly working for the Daily Planet, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
In the worst way possible.
Well,
because I think this Superman didn't need to be working at a Daily Planet. He didn't need to be doing that.
Yeah.
But that's just, anyway.
Yeah. And the fact that Lawrence Fishburne's character just completely denies the fact that, he wants to pursue who this Dark Knight character is. Who is the Batman?
Right.
And he just keeps getting shut down, which for, I guess for maybe reasons upstairs.
Yeah, they don't explain that much.
They don't really do it. But what I also hated was that Superman eventually finds out it's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And it's highly implied that he has the X-ray vision, but it's just like...
You would think, okay, that scene where they were in the banquet, you would think that he would put that together, and then he put other pieces together, and then he would go, that's Batman.
Yeah.
But they didn't show that that's how he found out.
Because in the banquet, he goes down to follow him, and then he gets sidetracked with the fire in Mexico, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then Bruce goes off to wherever.
Do whatever he has to do.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing I'm going to want to talk about, this is another issue for me, is the Martha thing. I understand. Isn't it, like, ridiculous?
Yeah.
Like, alright, guys, your mother is Martha, and the other mother is Martha. I get it. But that's how you become friends?
Yeah, makes no
really?
sense.
Is that how you become friends? You're telling me you become friends due to the fact that one person's mother's name is Martha and the other one's, oh my god, it must not let this Martha die.
Yeah.
And you hate him until that very moment. It totally goes on 180 we're best friends now.
Have you seen the memes for like how Civil War should be fixed?
I haven't seen it.
It's really fucking hilarious.
I really haven't seen those memes. My friend told me about them. I haven't seen them. I think it's ridiculous what they're doing in that film. So, is there any like other issue? Again, the only redeeming part of this movie is the fact that Ben Affleck is, to me, the best Batman on screen.
I think
any other redeeming moments?
Just all the fighting scenes. Just that.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. The fighting scenes are pretty epic. Zack Snyder, kudos to you, man. You are a fantastic choreographer with fighting scenes. You are fantastic. But you gotta get your hands off that script. You can't be touching the scripts anymore. You ruin them. Seriously, do ruin the script. I think the movie could have been 40 minutes less than it was.
Yeah,
and it would have been amazing.
Because the Blu-ray's gonna come out,
and that's 3 hours.
3 hours.
I don't know if I could sit through it again.
You showed me the deleted scene that they released right after, right? I didn't watch it yet, so just tell for everybody. This is the deleted scene on.
Guys,
WB.
check it out. I believe it's called The Communion, and it's released by Warner Brothers directly from them. So check it out here on YouTube after you watch this, of course, and it just shows you. It's 40 seconds. Like I said, you could have cut out 40 minutes from the movie, and you could have just left this in there. It explains how he knows about Darkseid. It explains everything about the mother boxes in just 40 seconds. It doesn't really explain anything. It just gives you visually what's going on and how he figures all this out, and why he goes insane at the end of the movie in the prison going, he's coming, he's coming. He being Darkseid.
Yeah.
And the other time, the Omega symbol with Batman earlier in the film. Yeah. But so, overall, I've seen it twice.
I've seen it once.
You've seen it one time.
Yeah.
Overall, out of 10, where do you put this movie?
All right.
Everything.
Our friend Mike gave it a 2.
Yeah, our really good friend Mike.
Yeah, he gave it a 2.
Actually, sorry, not a 2, a 2.5.
Oh yeah, the point.
He gave it a 0.5. What would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10?
With everything involved in it.
6.5.
6.5?
Being generous.
Being generous. 6.5. That's where I originally had it at a 6.5 to a 7. After seeing it a second time in IMAX and just rewatching other things, I'm gonna leave it at a 7.
Okay.
A solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
The issues being it not being a 10 is the reason I give it a 7 mainly is because of the fact that the fight scenes are so epic and the Batman's in it.
Yeah. Really. And there are little like story snippets, and I think the acting was really well.
Acting was great. Yeah.
The cast they did phenomenal for what they did. For what they got.
They did. They really did.
So
So 6.5.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. Well, let us know what you think in the comments. If out of 10, what did you guys give it?
If you completely disagree with me and Pete, just let us know. Yeah,
just let us know, because we would love to find out what you guys think about Batman vs. Superman. And of course, the next films that are coming out are Wonder Woman, Flash. Aquaman, Justice League, then Cyborg. Hopefully there's a Batman movie before Justice League. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, of course, there's Suicide Squad coming out later.
Can't forget about that.
Forgot about that. I did.
Well,
I totally forgot. Even though I'm so looking forward to it.
Oh, well, I'm one of the advocates for Will Smith, so.
You really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that in our Suicide Squad review, or preview. We don't know what we're gonna do. Anyway.
Well, that's in the future. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, and yeah, see you on the other side, guys.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Totally.